the Apubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts, and it's time for another comics podcast at newsok.com.
And it's Halloween.
It is Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. We're going to kick it off with Mark Millar's 1985, the conclusion, out this week. This is one we've been following most of the run. It's drawn by Tommy Lee Edwards. And I've always kind of thought that Mark Millar does really strong beginnings that maybe don't exactly close the deal, maybe not real big endings. I'm not sure this changed my opinion.
Right, it's kind of a cheesy ending. We don't really want to give anything away. It's still a solid issue. It had more action than the previous ones. The other comics kind of just floated along, and you're kind of hoping for more. And this definitely gives it. But like you said, it's kind of a cheesy ending.
Yeah, I liked the epilogue, however, the post ending, the epilogue with some family issues kind of wrapped up. I thought that was really good, but just the overall ending. It was still a solid comic. I think if you grew up reading comics in 1985, you're still going to enjoy this. There's a really neat scene with the Avengers and all the heroes unite.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool scene.
And you're going to love the art of all of them if you haven't been following. It's a very vintage look.
So I'm going to give it a positive, but this didn't really change my opinion on Mark Millar can't write an ending that lives up to his beginnings. At least I don't think so. So that's my thoughts on that one.
All right.
Also, we've got Final Crisis Rage of the Red Lanterns. And if you read Sinestro Corps last year, and you remember the Sinestro Corps special, the one shot that kicked that off, that's a lot what this is going to be like for Blackest Night. You've got the Red Lanterns who are fueled by rage. They're sort of explained a little more this issue. Sinestro is going to be executed for his crimes against humanity in the Green Lantern Corps. And then you get a clash between the Red Lanterns and the Green Lanterns over the course of the issue over what exactly is going to happen to Sinestro. So lots of action. If anything, maybe it feels a little too similar to the Sinestro Corps kickoff, but I thought he really nailed it. He really kicks off this event with a lot of excitement. The only real downside I can think of is it's a tag to Final Crisis tie-in. I have no idea what this has to do with Final Crisis. I think maybe nothing, but it's a great one-shot that's a great kickoff for the upcoming Blackest Night storyline.
Green Power, right?
Yeah, that's right. Shane Davis is the artist, and it's written by Jeff Johns.
Okay, and since it's Halloween, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a little bit of my Halloween costume here.
All right.
Wolverine.
While we talk about Wolverine Origins.
And next bub is Wolverine. Okay.
Yeah, you really can't do that the whole time, can you? Okay.
Anyway, so this is a solid comic. We did the first one a couple weeks ago. The first
part of the original Sin crossover. This continues. It's about Wolverine's son, Dakin, who's been kidnapped. And Wolverine is on the hunt trying to get him back. He goes to the Hellfire Club, who it initially seems may have had something to do with it. Turns out they don't really. This is just all a ruse by Sebastian Shaw and Miss Sinister to kind of clear out some of their enemies. So, also you find out more about Professor X and Logan, what happened with them back in the day.
Right.
This is written by Daniel Way, who's writing Deadpool, and it's drawn by Mike Deodato, who did some Thor, he did some Wonder Woman. I think very atmospheric, nice atmospheric, you're saying almost cinematic in some aspects.
Yeah, so. And we don't want to give away too much, but I like the kind of flashback to Wolverine's first appearance in Hulk. And him and Wendigo and Hulk and stuff like that.
Right, and there's a big kind of cliffhanger ending as well. Yep. So enjoyable. It's not a home run for me, but I think it's certainly a fair, pretty good Wolverine crossover storyline that you may enjoy. Now, you as a longtime Wolverine fan had a few other concerns.
Yeah, just really from Professor X, because it doesn't seem like this is Professor X's attitude, that, from any other thing of Professor X, that he's very loving and caring, and this kind of shows a different side of Professor X.
All right, so those ones we're talking about this week. I'd say a pretty solid week. It wasn't maybe the home run we've had some weeks, but some solid entries. My favorite was Rage of the Red Lanterns, which I thought was a great kickoff for Blackest Night.
Sweet. Yeah, I liked Wolverine. I'm excited to see kind of where they go with it.
All right. So, for Wolverine, I am Matt Price, and thanks for watching.